dear students, we will learn in detail about electricity. Now, what is electricity? It is the energy we will use, electrical energy, in our day-to-day life to work with the bulb or TV, or it may be washing machine, fridge, etc. Now, electricity consists of electric current. Now, what is electric current? Electric current, the name current says the flow. Current is flow. Here electric current is flow of charges. Flow of charges results in current. So, electric current is rate of flow of charges, electric charges. As we studied in the last class, you have seen the metals like copper, aluminium, etc. They allow the charged particles to move through them. Now, metals are those elements in which the atoms, the outermost shell in the atom, inside the atom, the outermost shell we call valence shell. It is, they have electrons, valence electron. They are free, loosely bound to the nucleus, so they can come outside easily, and they are moving randomly in all the directions. But you can make them move in a systematic manner in the conducting wire, copper wire, and it results in electric current. You can imagine it is like a flow of water in a pipe. In the same manner, flow of charges in the electric wire. But there is a difference. In the pipe it is hollow pipe, but in a wire it is not hollow. So it should be have some flow. Charged particle should flow. Here electron flow it is. Okay. Now electric current is nothing but rate of flow of charge. Rate of flow of charge is nothing but electric current. Or simply I will write current here, okay? Current means here electric current. Current is nothing but rate of flow of charge. And we can give here the formula mathematically. I is equal to Q by T. Or you can write Q is nothing but, it is nothing but the charges, total charges. We take the time. Now, what is Q symbol? What is T means? What is I? So, as I said, it is rate of flow of charge. Now, before learning the current I, what is this charge? Q I wrote. I is equal to Q by T. This Q is nothing but the charge. The symbol for charge I have used Q. And for time, symbol T is used and I is symbol for current. Now, charge is represented by the unit called coulomb. The unit of charge is coulomb. And you may ask, one coulomb is equal to how much? Or how many electrons should move in the conducting wire to get 1 coulomb? Okay. Now, 1 coulomb is not 1 electron. If 1 electron move, you cannot say it is 1 coulomb. Electron is so tiny, its charge is so small. Do you know what is the charge of 1 electron? The charge of 1 electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. C is symbol for coulomb. Okay. So it is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. So small. So 1 electron charge is this much. Now how many electron makes 1 coulomb of charge? It is number of electrons, and here the charge, coulomb. One electron's charge is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. To make it 1 coulomb, how many charges we need? How many electrons we need? So if you cross multiply, it is 1 into 1 divided by this number. So it is 1 by 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. If we simplify this, approximately we get 6 into 10 to the power of 18. So do you know how many electrons will make 1 coulomb? It is exactly 6 into 10 to the power of 18. That many number of electrons, if they pass in a conducting wire in a particular cross section, if you count it in 1 second, this much number of electrons should flow to make 1 coulomb. You don't worry about that number, children. Just I have given one picture, how many electrons are moving to get the electric current. Now, electric current, its symbol is ampere. The symbol of electric current is ampere. A, symbol is A, and 1 ampere is equal to 1 ampere current. If you want, how many charge should be there? 1 coulomb of charge should flow. And how much time should be there? In how many time? 1 second. So 1 by 1 is 1. So 1 ampere of current, if you want to get how many charges should flow, there should be in the conducting material. If you cut and see in any cross section, area of the cross section, 1 coulomb of charge should flow in 1 second. Then the current is 1 ampere. So what is 1 ampere? In an electric conducting material, in any cross section, 1 coulomb of charge will flow in 1 second. The current is 1 ampere. Don't get confused, the charge and the current. Charge is, when charge will move, you will get the electric current. Okay. So charge unit is a coulomb and current unit is a ampere. So when 5 coulomb of charge will flow in 1 second in a particular area of that conducting wire, then what is the current? 5 ampere. In 1 second, if 2 coulomb of charge is flowing, then what is the current in that wire? 2 ampere. And there is one instrument. Can you see the instrument? Ammeter. This is the instrument we will use to measure the electric current. What is the name of the instrument? Ammeter. This is the instrument used to measure the electric current I. And it is always connected in series. Okay, how they are connected in the series? I will show you. So you need one battery. It is cell. Battery means group of cell. Okay, you can connect it. Bulb. Symbol for bulb. This is battery, group of two cells, battery, and this is the symbol for a ammeter to measure the electric current. And you may use switch to on and off. Now switch is on, current is flowing from positive terminal it is to negative terminal. This big line indicates positive terminal of the battery. This is the negative terminal. Okay. This is the switch to break and make the circuit. And this is the ammeter. Positive, negative. This is the bulb. Now here current, the conventional direct current is like this way. But actually how the electron will move from negative terminal to positive terminal. Okay, that is the thing. And this is connected always in a series. Ammeter is connected always in series because whatever current flowing in the circuit should flow in this ammeter so that you can measure it completely. Okay, that is the way of arrangement of the circuit. Shall we do one problem? In the this one, page number, in the chapter electricity, first questions are there, extra questions for you. Page number 94. What does an electric circuit mean? Electric circuit is closed. This is an electric circuit. What is this? This electric circuit? It is closed, continuous path of electrons. Electron will flow in this path, and this path of the electron, which is closed, is called closed electric circuit or electric circuit we say. It may be open, broken here, switch is off, or it may be closed circuit. Closed circuit means when current will flow, it is called closed circuit. So it is the path of the electric charges, continuous path of the electric charge which will make a closed path. Okay, that is electric circuit. Next one, define the unit of current. Unit of current is ampere, and 1 ampere, how will define? It is 1 coulomb of charge. If it will flow in 1 second in a particular area of the cross section of the conductor, then the current is 1 ampere. The rate of flow of charge is 1 coulomb of charge in 1 second, then current is 1 ampere. And lastly, calculate the number of electrons. Just I did earlier how to find it. The mathematical calculation you do, 1 electron charge is this much coulomb. So to get 1 coulomb of charge, how many electrons? So you can try that calculations part. The answer I wrote 6 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons. You can try at home. Okay. Now the next one is about potential difference. Potential difference. Now, what is potential difference? Why we need? As I said in the last class, in a water tank, to get the current, you need to pump the water from the well continuously so that you will get the water in your house in all the tap, isn't it? Same manner, you want to have this flow of electrons continuously in the circuit so that whichever electric device you want to work with, it will work continuously. If there is no any such criteria like potential difference, or we can say in common language voltage, okay, if it is not present, there is no systematic movement of the charges. You have seen, I said, the metals have free electrons, they will move randomly, but when some potential difference is applied by using this battery, this battery will make the charges, the electrons, to flow systematically, continuously in this conducting wire. and bulb is continuously glowing. So, to make the systematic continuous single direction movement of electron, continuous work is done by the battery, and that work, how much work in rate of doing work by that battery is called the potential difference or voltage. So, battery is needed, continuously it should give the energy, or it will give some electric pressure to the electrons so that it will move continuously. That is called potential difference. So, potential difference is nothing but amount of work done. It should do work. Like if I lift this duster, I will do some work. Okay, same manner, electrons are there, it should move, right? So, some work should be done. So, what is that work done in bringing the charge Q? That is nothing but potential difference. So, potential difference is nothing but, potential difference is nothing but the amount of work done, in bringing the charge. How much coulomb of charge you will bring? The charge. The symbol is V. It is work done is denoted by W and Q. Amount of work done in bringing the charge Q, then the potential difference of the source of that battery is given by symbol V, volt it is. Volt is the unit, it is joules. What is the symbol of work done? Joules. By what is the symbol of charge? Coulomb. Joules per coulomb, or in other word you can call that joules per coulomb as volt. Okay, joules per coulomb it is, but usually we will use the word volt. We won't use this one to refer the voltage or the potential difference. So, what is potential difference? It is the between 2 points in an electric circuit, between points, so if you have the bulb, from here to here, through the bulb current should flow, so electron should flow like this way. Now from here to here, 2 points, say A and B, you want to bring the charges to come here. So amount of, this is done by the cell or the battery. So amount of work done in bringing the charge Q, some charge Q is flowing to here, how much work is done? That is called its potential difference. It is the amount of work done in bringing the charge Q is called potential difference. And the unit of potential difference is volt, and if V is equal to, it is W by Q. If you want 1 volt, the potential difference, if you want 1 volt, how much should be there work done? Work done should be 1 joule, 1 joule of work done should be done. And how much charge should move? It should move 1 coulomb of charge. 1 coulomb of charge it should move. So 1 volt is nothing but amount of work done in bringing 1 coulomb of charge from one point to another in a field or in an electric circuit is 1 joule. If 1 joule of work is done in bringing 1 coulomb of charge, then the potential difference is 1 volt. Got it? So that is this one. And if 10 joules of work is done in bringing 1 coulomb of charge, then voltage is 10 volt. 100 joules of work is done in bringing 1 coulomb of charge, it is 100 volt. So that is the meaning of potential difference. And who will do that job? Always battery. Battery means group of cell, or by using single cell you can do. And at home it is the mains that will help you to get the potential difference. But it is careful children, the battery or the cell, individual cell if you take, if you read it there, they will write 1.5 V voltage. It is very, very small. You can do experiments. But at home, it is 220 volt. The voltage is 220 in our house. So don't try to touch it. Very dangerous. High voltage it is. Got it? That you have to bear in mind. And this is the instrument, voltmeter, they will use to measure the potential difference. This is the instrument called voltmeter used in the circuit to measure the potential difference. And it is always connected in a parallel. If you want to measure the potential difference across these 2 points of the bulb, how they will connect? They will connect it across like this way, potential difference V. The symbol is the, because at the 2 points you want to measure, here from here to here, what is the potential difference? Okay, so across parallel form you will connect it to the point where you want to find the potential difference. So if you want to measure the potential difference, this you have to connect. Okay. Will you do one problem, children? Let's do some problem. What is the extra question they are given? Next page, page number 96 they are given. Then we'll do the problem. Take one problem, as I said earlier, do the problem. How much work is done? How much work is done? How much work is done in moving a charge of 2 coulombs, C, symbol for C is coulombs, across 2 points having a potential difference potential difference 12 volt. First, any problem, children, it may be simple or it may be complicated. Your first step is read the question and understand, break down into the different components given, and lastly, what you need, write it and you'll get the answer. Now, in this problem, what is given? We have to find work done and bringing the charge, moving the charge. How much charge? 2 coulomb. 2 coulomb of charge. You have to move it. So you have to do some work between the 2 points where the potential supplied by the battery is 12 volt. 12 volt battery is used, and you have to move the how many charges? 2 coulomb of charges. How much should be the work done by you? So which formula I have to use? V is equal to, the potential difference V is equal to W by Q, right? Now, how much is W? Now, what are the values given? We'll write out. Work done, we don't know. What is given? The charge. Charge is given. Q is equal to how much? 2 coulomb. Then what is given? Potential difference. V is equal to how much given? 12 volt. And what we have to find out? Work done. How much? So here V value I know how much? 12 volt, and it is, I don't know, W divided by how much? 2. So bring here, this into here, it is 12 into 2 is equal to W, amount of work done, 24. W is equal to 24. 24 unit what, children? It is the amount of work done. 24 what unit is? Joules. So 24 joules of work is done in bringing this one. So we have learned today, children, what is the main meaning of electric current and potential difference. Electric current is continuous rate of flow of charge. It is Q by T, and its unit is ampere. Using ammeter, we will use to measure the electric current. Then we studied about potential difference. To have this continuous flow of charges, we need some device or some procedure or something. It will do work in bringing continuous. It will provide some electrical pressure on the charged particles electron to move it continuously in a systematic manner, and that is called potential difference. It is defined as it is amount of work done in bringing the charge from one point to other. That is called potential difference. V is equal to W by Q, and voltmeter is the instrument and the unit is volt. And there is a small one more question is there, page number 96. Name a device that helps to maintain a potential difference across a conductor. Which device usually will use doing experiments? Battery. Group of cell we will call battery. Second one, what is meant by saying that potential difference between 2 points is 1 volt? What is the meaning of that? That is in bringing between the 2 points, how much work is done? 1 joule of work is done. How much charge should be to move between that 2 points? 1 coulomb of charge. If 1 coulomb of charge you have to move between that 2 points, 1 joule of work is done, then the voltage is 1 volt. And lastly, the problem, how much energy is given to each coulomb of charge passing through a 6 volt battery. So energy and work done is one and the same. So once again you have to find the work done as we did here, and you do that one at home. And more about the relationship between potential difference and current, how they are related, we will learn in the next class. It is given by one great scientist. Thank you.